So, who are you? What do you play? How do you want to die today?
I don't want to answer that last one.
Me.
I'll answer it. I'm going out in a fireball.
Hell yeah.
It will consume myself and all my enemies.
That is on brand.
But we're not fighting anyone anymore.
The only way to die.
Oh.
Just kidding. I play Roki, a tiefling sorcerer, out level 11. How fancy is that? I do have wild magic. We forget about it a good
Constantly.
60% of the time.
I would say more like 90.
Just about all the time, because every time I edit, you always say that in the opening, and then we never remember it in that episode.
Yeah, that is correct. I think the one time we did remember it, you got frosting.
And that was it,
so-
basically.
Oh yeah, that was great. Well, it's there. Anyway.
Yep.
It's there. We remember it.
We remember it after.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm Blizzard Claw, Tabaxi Ranger Artificer. That's about it. I don't want to die. Well, if I do die, I guess I'll be down for the 14th time. And maybe the 14th one will get me.
It's true.
Cat of 14 lives.
Yep. 14
Pretty
lives.
impressive for a cat.
I know. I'm stretching it out.
You are.
Oh, do I actually? I thought already went. I'm Tommy. I'm a monk elf. I have a lisp, and I would like to die quickly and painlessly in both D&D and the real world.
I'm glad you specified both.
Yep.
Um,
It's a very important specification.
and this is Peso, and he doesn't feel good, so he's sleepy.
Oh, so CP.
He's just a good boy.
He just needs a little sleep.
Okay, so last time we played was a while ago.
A month.
And you guys had just knocked out the Emperor. And then he woke back up and was confused, didn't know who you were, didn't know what had happened. Turns out he had been possessed and the control was coming back. So you guys looked all over to try and find what was causing this power to come back. You eventually found a door that had
Good girl.
some interesting
Magic.
I'm trying to think of the word to puzzles to get through.
Challenges.
Made it through that and
Sconces?
were teleported. Oh, there's always interesting sconces. And teleported up to the an island floating above the castle that was home to a kind of rudimentary version of the machine you had destroyed previously, that was casting the anti-teleportation shield, as well as allowing for Avandra's control to remain over the Emperor. So you guys began to destroy it. However, you noted that as you were destroying it, pieces were falling down and could potentially injure others, so you called in backup to be outside and be prepared to help you and evacuate as needed. And then you found a way to, you thought, carefully take apart the machine. But just as you finally knocked it out of its control, the Emperor was freed, and the island began falling out from underneath you. So, we're going to start with everybody rolling initiative.
Forgot a dice.
12.
23.
Nat 20.
What does that bring yours total to?
23.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
Can everybody make me dexterity saving throws, please?
16.
11.
King 1.
Okay. So, As you guys watch, the island around you begins to crack and breaks into numerous different pieces that all begin to fall. And Brokey, you're the only one able to kind of hold yourself on your feet. You have Frosting there, and she's kind of giving you some added support as you manage to stand tall. Blizzard, you kind of stumble and just barely, like, you fall to your knees, but you're not sliding to the edge or anything. But Tommy, you kind of fell really hard and are now rolling toward the edge of the
It's a
the
slide.
slab of earth that you guys are on currently. So, Tommy, you do get to go first. So, however you want to react to that is up to you.
Okay. I'll use half my movement to get up.
Okay.
Or is it half or all movement? I forget.
It's half.
Okay, so half movement to get up. I'm gonna look at the king who is talking on the stones to the monks and the mages.
Yes. Oh wait, I didn't roll for him, huh? He absolutely fell on his ass.
Okay. I go pick up the stones or grab the stones and make sure they're starting that evacuation, I guess. And then I'm going to turn to the others and say, we got two options, I think. We can see if the gods, we call the gods, they can teleport us or the island itself. Or we have that expeditious retreat. And then we just hope the mages can do something.
Option 1 seems promising.
Yeah, option 1 seems a bit promising, seeing as there's no more an anti-magic field / teleportation.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
And there are 3 of them.
Right? I'm gonna use my action and call the gods on the
Alrighty.
Godstone.
It rings for a couple of times.
Hey, pick.
And then you hear, hello? What? This is Kalara. What can I do for you?
Hey, we're in a situation, but we say...
I mean, we're all in situations.
Okay, we're in a
Playing
dire
Monopoly.
situation.
A dire situation? What makes it so dire?
Well, we're falling from 600 feet in the air.
All of the death
Oh.
is about to happen.
Oh, I see. That does make it pretty dire, doesn't it?
Yes. Would you be able to help us with that?
I mean, I would love to. I have to check with my sisters if it's allowed, though.
Okay, can you also ask them if you can take both us and about, what would you say, 300 tons of
Rock.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I
estimate.
can, I'm gonna put you on hold.
Okay.
And consult with my sisters.
Why don't you just put us on speaker?
Great idea.
'Cause I have to go
Okay.
find them.
You can put us on speaker and find them at the same time.
Okay. I can do that, I guess.
Okay.
And as this whole conversation is taking place, the island has cracked into 11 pieces and is starting, and they all are, as you watch, the piece you're on contains the machine still, and as you watch, the machine does occasionally spark and shoot out, and some of the pieces of the island continue to fall, and some rising back up, and it's almost like this. I'm trying to think of the word for, that thing.
Seesaw?
Like, no, where you could like put your hand in it and it was like a bunch of pins and then it like shot out the other side. And then you could push it back and it would go the other way.
No, but I
You
don't
mean
know
that
the
thing
name.
that
I
everybody
don't
put their
know.
face on?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's like one of those where they're kind of all moving in different directions depending on which
Yeah.
way it's essentially being poked by the machine. So give me
What's that
2
thing
seconds
called?
to roll some things, and I can give you guys an idea of where you're gonna be at.
I don't think that thing has a name.
doesn't it?
What would you call it?
It has to have a name because it's a product, and they have to be
Right?
able to sell it.
Hold on.
But none of us know it. And we've all played with one.
Yeah, everybody had one.
I
Okay.
didn't have one.
We didn't have one.
It's got 3 different names here. Inch pin art game, artboard toy, 3-dimensional pin artboard toy, classic 3-dimensional pin artboard toy.
Huh.
Artboard toy.
So
Rolls off the tongue.
the majority of the pieces around you begin to shoot upwards 20 feet as you have this conversation. So Blizzard, it is now your turn.
Pins.
I'm gonna go take a look at the machine and see if there's a way I can stabilize the island. If I can figure out how this thing works.
Absolutely. Give me an investigation check, please.
21.
There appears to be some misconnected areas, and as you look at it, you think you could probably fix it. It just might take a couple, a little couple rounds here.
Okay. I would like to start repairing it.
Okay, give me a do you have like a tool check?
I forget what the tool checks are, but I think I have one.
Intelligence, I'm pretty sure.
It is intelligence, but I thought artificers had like a specific one.
A tinker check?
Yeah, like a tinker tools check or something like that.
I don't want to add a
Willow, be careful by the pencil. My god.
Where?
Yeah, it was basically if you get to add your proficiency or not.
Yeah, because, well, what would it... Yeah, because I have... What type of check are we doing? Tinker tools?
It's
Smith
intelligence.
tools? What type of tools would I be using?
It would be, I know for sure it's a tool check, but I'm just going to say do an intelligence check and then you can add your proficiency if you don't have proficiency on intelligence checks.
Okay. So, dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay, you were able to reconnect part of what's causing the problem and stabilize the piece that you are on for this moment.
Perfect. Guys, I'm being a genius. Just don't worry.
Hold on, I gotta roll again. Roki, that goes to you.
Deacon.
Uh,
Shh. You can't bark if you can't see.
Can I talk into the stone and see how Palora's doing?
Absolutely, you can.
Alright.
She's like, so I found them and they said we might be able to help, but it's gonna take a minute because the anti-magic field or anti-teleportation field is still kind of fritzing in and out, and we have to figure out the pattern in order to, make things happen.
So you need it off, right?
Yeah.
So
ideally.
if we do like a classic 1, 2, 3, and I'll hit it with a rock. So that you know it's down, but you catch us before we fall.
I mean, that's possible. That's possible. What do you think? And you just hear like muffled voices of the other two just being like, yeah, sure, Palora.
So, can I talk to your sister? Hand it to any other one. Truth.
Are you sure?
Don't even care. The closest one. Throw it. Whoever catches it.
And she throws at you, hear a clatter, clatter, clatter as it hits the floor, and then you hear another voice just like, God damn it!
I'm gonna scream it to the void.
And you hear a familiar voice of Tiamat going, I'm sorry about Palora. I don't know who gave her control of the Speaking Stone.
You're smart.
She's told us a little of your situation. I'm sure we can try to do something. I can't guarantee that we'll be able to make it work quickly enough, but we can try.
Excellent. That's all we can ask for is give it the old college try.
Of course, of course.
Just our lives, so maybe try kind of hard.
She fails. She's like, I tried. Did anything happen?
Did somebody else try?
Yeah, maybe on maybe let me just see. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. And
Don't really got a minute, but all right.
let me do another roll real quick.
Time sensitive over here.
Interesting. Good to know. We'll get back with you. And a hold music starts to play.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
I handed
goodness.
the stone back to Tommy.
Guys, you know how terrible these goddesses are at like doing anything.
Scream.
They were good for a few things.
I look at Blizzard and go, I think I'm gonna be atheist.
One time. Good.
I just leave it. That's fair. That's fair.
So that is back to the top of the round, Tommy.
Oh god. Hold on, I'm drawing rocks. Okay, I'm gonna move to the Emperor. I'm gonna tie a rope from him to me. Like,
Okay.
we're gonna tie each other together.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put the speaking stone in between me and his face and go, okay, what's the situation down there? You should be evacuating everyone, please.
And you hear back from Jerry, and he's like, "Yeah, no, we've got most. I don't even what kind of fucking
Yeah, that
voice
was
did
about
I do?
right.
Is this Jerry's voice?
Yeah.
Is this the voice?
It was about like
Okay.
that.
He's from Boston.
Yeah.
I thought he was a Boston guy. He's like, oh yeah. I'll get it taken care of. We've got most of the island evacuated at this point. There weren't that many people on it. The only problem is that you guys appear to be falling straight towards the castle. So it's more your safety, really, that we're worried about at this time. The mages are prepared to catch it when it gets within 200 feet of the castle, but that's about as good as they can get.
Just a quick plummet.
I guess
Yeah.
fall with it. Are they catching the island or are they catching the debris or are they catching us?
Their goal is mostly to push the debris into the water versus having it hit the castle. So not really catching it per se as creating a pyramid over the castle where it'll just slide down into the water on either side.
Okay.
Do you want us to catch you? Because I don't know where the fuck you are, and I there's a lot of rock up there. Like I can't see shit. Where are you
There's
at
only
exactly? There are. We can't see shit. Y'all are still up in the clouds.
Jerry, you broke my brain.
Yeah.
Okay. You evacuated the I guess you're saving I was just gonna let the castle be destroyed.
I mean, ideally it wouldn't be just because it's a highly valuable property, but like, I guess it's been part of the continent for generations.
Valuable than our lives for sure.
I mean, not more valuable than your lives, but what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm a monk. I don't got no magic, and the magic users here, they got limited magic. They didn't go to school.
Oh yeah, because these are the illegal monks. We'll make sure you guys don't get arrested.
Yeah, we're pretty good at that. I think we're all set there. We're actually
not you, the
friends with
mages.
most-
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh
I
no,
got you.
we're friends with everybody now. We saved lives. They like us. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Let them know the Emperor's okay, kinda. I think his brain hurt.
His brain. Oh God, yeah. We'll make sure they know.
He's had revelations.
Haven't we all?
Okay, well, we're gonna continue to fall. I'm gonna talk to you in another minute as we try to figure stuff out.
We'll do our best to catch you, but it'll be a little bit before we can get everybody organized.
Honestly, worry more our first priority, make sure, I guess, the mages save the castle. Make sure they're lined up and ready to block the debris or whatever. Fine. And I guess we'll talk to you later. I gotta go do something. Okay, bye.
Yeah, we're alive.
I don't think I can do anything. I guess I'm gonna go help. I'll go give Blizzard the help action.
Perfect.
And then remind him that we need it not to be stable, because if we have to make it so it's stable, it'll do the levitation, but it won't do the anti teleportation field. If that is something we can do.
It absolutely is, and that's what Blizzard's already working on. The pieces around you as you watch, they kind of some of them are going down and some of them are going up, and they keep going back and forth. It doesn't look like they're falling at a consistent rate and that they're falling steadily. Most of the pieces have gone down a little bit and then gone back up. The piece you are on has not moved, other than that initial round since Blizzard stabilized it. So that goes to Blizzard.
Well, I've just repaired this machine. Well, I don't think I need advantage with a nat 20 roll. So.
Being a hero.
No, you don't.
This is the best electrical engineering I will ever do.
You literally are putting pieces together, and you are in control here. You see as 4 other pieces around you begin to freeze and remain in place, floating where they were. As you stabilize even more of the machine. And that goes.
Well, I guess you're gonna have a really cool base up here, because there is no way you're gonna be able to take this down without destroying everything. Just so you know.
Hope you're happy, kid.
With that nat 20, you think that once you have it under control, you may be able to essentially pilot this thing.
Holy crap, we have a ship.
Dude, can this just be our ship?
Dude, that's awesome.
Like, we take this with us?
It's okay.
Yes. Yes, it will. This is our helicarrier.
Use
So
molders to make us cute little houses on it.
Yeah.
make some condos.
Yeah.
It's an Airbnb. Roki, your turn.
That's a good idea.
Get it? Because it's in the air?
Yep.
Very funny. So, oh, I was on the phone. Could I talk back to whoever was talking to me?
And then you hear another voice chime in and it's like, oh my god, you two are so stupid. Let me see what I can do. I'll give it another try. If this doesn't work, I mean, we can continue to try each time. And hopefully it will work out on the right times. God.
Love that. Keep it up.
And,
Yep.
And she's
Trying
like,
and trying.
okay, did it work? Did anything change?
No.
Nothing
Not
changed.
a goddamn thing. Right. Thanks.
You're like, thanks, you're useless.
Absolutely
I'm
nothing.
sorry, our powers are kind of limited by whatever magical field is going on around you all.
Blame the field. All right. Useless.
Okay.
And, what else? I can't do anything else, can I?
I mean, if you think of
There's
something.
nothing really else to do. Is there? I can't help Davis.
Yeah, you can help Davis. You can make an intelligence check.
So,
Actually, give me an Arcana check.
okay, then.
Because you got the magics.
It's true.
19.
19. Okay, you're able to help as well. Getting your hands into the machine and giving it a nice once over and being like, Blizzard, you dumbass. This magical piece cannot connect to that kind. You're gonna explode us all. And then you fix, and you're like, I know because I make explosions.
Like, wait. We don't want a self-destruct
Literally
button?
my favorite pastime.
Wait, what?
And you see 2 more pieces kind of freeze midair. And that goes to Tommy.
Well, I'm glad I'm so much help right now.
You can have this stone.
Yes,
Oh wait.
this useless one.
It's
Here,
used-
I'll talk to the gods next, I guess. While you guys are tinkering, I'll be like, so we might be able to we might not need you
You might not.
Actually.
Oh, thank God, because honestly, I was so worried that we weren't going to be able to save you, and then I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna have to find new heroes to take down
Yeah.
Avandra, and this is gonna be a
Sorry.
whole nother like year of
Can't do
training, and we
that.
just don't have time for this.
We did get the Emperor on our side, so like I think if we live through this, I think you guys should talk to the Emperor. We'll talk future plans while they're doing present plans.
Of
Because
course,
I can't do anything current.
of course,
Um,
of course.
so you should talk to the Emperor. He was definitely being controlled by Avandra, and maybe because he would be the best person to get information out. You know what I
That's
mean?
very true. That's very true. I believe they probably have a lot more information about what Vandra's plans are going forward than we would have had before. So we shall have a wonderful conversation.
Maybe
Hopefully
bring his war
we
room with
survive
him.
this. Oh, his whole
Oh
war
yeah,
room? Oh, we can
I
probably
mean,
make that happen as soon as this anti-teleportation field is gone.
yeah. Maybe we'll land first. Maybe we'll fly with our magical island. And maybe can this machine we're playing with right now, it like amplifies whatever power we put in it, and we were able to put your power in it,
Oh,
and
yes.
like that stuff. Do you want this machine?
I mean, it'll probably be useful for you in the future, depending on Avandra's plans. I'm sure we can come up with a plan for it.
We'll
Okay.
try.
Jerry. And I'll
What?
give them the help action. Oh, fuck! Sorry, there was a spider on my computer, and it scared the. I was like, "What? My mouse is moving."
Oh,
Oh, that's
oops!
terrifying.
You hate to see it.
I don't know what it
Okay,
meant.
Blizzard, it's your turn.
Okay, well let's repair this dang machine. 16.
You manage to get one piece under control as you connect another wire, but it doesn't seem to be as effective as your previous attempts. Oh,
Uh-oh.
my computer just frizzed out. Everybody still there?
Well, we're all still here. We're in wrong spots again, but
Yeah.
Kobe's gone.
Kobe
I'm coming
has
back.
vanished.
I did. Sorry,
Into
I'm
the
looking
ether.
for that spider.
That's fair.
Kill it with fire.
I smacked it, and I think it just went inside my computer.
Ooh.
Love
Oh,
it.
fun.
Well,
Oh,
So-
fun.
you might need a
That's
new
good.
computer.
We like to hear that.
New computer is the way to go there.
Yeah, I think you might just have to burn it.
Yep.
I mean, I don't use my computer much, so I hopefully will.
If you use it more, you might roast the spider.
It's true.
That's true.
True. Maybe I'll
Should
just use
use
it
it all
all
the time.
night and I'll roast it.
Use it all that, yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Wow,
Okay. So, Roki, that's your turn.
What can I do to help again?
You can do whatever you'd like. If you want to do an Arcana check again, you absolutely can.
Yes. 16?
Same with Blizzard. So the two of you kind of working together managed to get two pieces to stop from falling as you meld together the art of magic and science and blend it into this beautiful
Giant.
patchwork of machinery in front of you, and you only have you see only two pieces continue to fall. They are
Not
getting very close to the top of the castle, though. That goes to Tommy.
Already? Again?
Yep.
God, I can't do much.
Yeah, none of us can. That's why it's going fast.
Can I... Do we have a feather fall
I don't think we do anything.
potion? No. And it's too far... The rocks are too far away now, right? That I could, like, leap to the other ones.
Hold on. So you guys stop there. There's one rock that's like 20 feet down to your left, one rock that's about 20 feet down to your right, and then like feasibly you as a monk probably could make it to one of the rocks that's still falling.
I do there, though. Like, once I get to the falling rock, what do I do?
Surf all the way down.
Um. Oh, I tied the king to me. Maybe I should have tied him to someone else.
Before you go cliff jumping.
Yeah.
Well,
I
no, use him as an
untie.
anchor.
Oh no. Oh no. Do you think if I did a delayed fire blast on one of the rocks, it would help jettison it somewhere else?
It would, or give me a Arcana check.
I'm real dumb, dude.
I know.
And I've only rolled a nat 20 and 16.
A 16. With a 16, you think at minimum it would break it up into small enough pieces that it's not going to cause much damage.
Okay. I need to turn to one. I untie myself and tie him to someone else. And then I ask one of them to turn on both the expeditious retreat and the delayed fireball spells on.
Okay.
And then once they're on, an expeditious, I'm gonna do. I guess that was my action. So my bonus action is the step of the wind, which will give me a dash, which is 100 feet. And then
Okay.
the expeditious retreat gives me another 100 feet, so that's 200 feet.
Oh, absolutely, you can make it.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to the one closest to the castle,
Okay.
and then leave the fireball spell like near the edge.
Give me a wisdom check to see if you can like figure out where to place it, where it will maybe potentially get both pieces that are still
16.
falling. You get it in a spot where you think it might hit both pieces. You're not 100% sure that it'll break both completely, but you're pretty confident that it's in a spot that would be more beneficial.
Then I'm gonna then I'm going to like jump off, so I'm like kind of my terminal velocity isn't the same as theirs.
Yep.
And then quick call with my ring of secrecy, be like, "Oh shit, I left the stone up there. Can you tell one of them to try to catch me?" I think I helped the rock problem. Someone tell them to help the me problem now. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do what we can.
And then
So, Tommy.
I use the mage hand to explode it, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Give me an attack roll.
What do I add to it?
Roki, what's your spell casting attack roll? Just because you were probably the one who activated this.
Because I would.
Where would that put?
Attack. I don't know where it is.
Like,
On
under
D&D Beyond.
spells, there's a spell attack.
Yeah, when you click the spell one, it'll be at the top of that section.
Oh, +9.
Okay, so you have a +9.
Okay, and I rolled a 19, so 28.
Okay, so 28. Both pieces of island completely shatter into tiny, tiny little pieces, and begin to fall below you.
Oh shit! And then I got slow fall.
Doesn't that only like detract like some damage though?
55 damage.
You're currently okay, hold on, I gotta do some math. You are currently 300 feet above.
Okay, so that's 30 times 6.
Yeah.
They're all ones.
I won't use it yet. That'll be my last
you have time.
resort.
You're probably gonna be falling for at least a couple of rounds.
Okay.
I've been having the islands themselves fall about 20 feet around, so you've got time.
Okay. I'll tell them, and then I'll end my turn. I'll be like, "Hey, I fixed you don't have to worry about the other rocks. Do what you want up there. I think the castle, I guess, will be fine. Don't ask too many questions about me, though. Okay, bye."
Okay. Bye.
Blizzard, it's your turn.
I'll get this machine firing. Let's make us a pirate ship. 22.
With a 22, you not only have stopped all pieces of rock floating in the air, but you are now starting to be able to pull them back together and direct and control where you want to go.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Tommy, I fixed the boat.
We bailed.
It's a big boat.
Tommy jumped over the side.
So,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go out of initiative for now, and just kind of talk through what's kind of happening. So, Tommy, you're currently plummeting. Blizzard, you have control over this, essentially, like, football field sized plate of ground.
Plates of ground. Right,
Sure.
wait.
Yes.
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 Question in the back.
I have a feature. If I have a key point left, if I'm reduced to 0, I come back up with 1 HP.
Do you just want to go splat?
Does that work with splatting?
It can't. Could it double? I have 82 max HP. Could it double it? It would have to be 115 points of damage for me it to like straight up kill me.
Let me.
I don't know the probability
let
on that.
let me
Is
just
that
roll
even
it.
possible?
Let me just roll it, and we'll see.
Blizzard, I think and I can use the slow fall, so minus 55 of whatever you do.
What's your max?
My max would be 82.
Okay.
I'm currently at 33, so you have to 33 plus the 82.
Plus
And
55,
then
yeah.
plus the 55.
So one.
So I think it'd be like 160 or 70.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna hit. Hey, Blizzard, tell Roki to look down. Watch this.
Okay. Hey, Roki. For some reason, Tommy wants you to look over the side and look down.
So, Tommy, you are falling like at least 200 feet. That gives you time to like do something fucking cool and aim for something cool. Like there's an island. Like you could aim for the water and try to do a sick dive to like reduce some of this damage. You could like, you know.
Can
Just,
Tommy swim?
You got options.
There's
How far?
options.
I'm gonna ask Blizzard to ask Jerry where they evacuated everyone.
Hey, Jerry, where's everybody evacuated?
We all made it to the island that's outside the island within the island.
Okay, hey,
Is that
Tommy,
too far
island
away?
outside of the island.
Oh, okay.
It's you guys were on like a 30-minute boat ride between the islands. So.
But is that too far away for me to terminally velocity do a
Oh,
trajectory
absolutely
change?
not. You could absolutely do it.
I want.
You
'cause
have
I
a
wanted
cape on, you can like.
Right. I wanted to land on the castle at first, but I was like, oh, they're all gone. But
No,
the
don't see it.
mages in them are still here. I want to figure out if I can, when I get close enough, I'm gonna aim towards where they evacuated people, and then I want to figure out if I can tell where the queen and the princess are, and then land like 50 feet in front of them in like a superhero pose. But
Give
it
me a-
also
But it also
looks,
crumbles all your bones.
but it also is like it's like a like a shoulder roll like you would do in
Yeah,
parkour.
Yeah.
It's that. It looks extremely bad and hard, but I still land kind of okay. That it honestly, it probably looked somewhat badass.
This is amazing. Give me a perception check to see if you can find these people with disadvantage because there's air streaming into your eyes right
Yeah,
now.
you're going
But
very
I'm
Following
fast.
it to
Then
real
I-
velocity.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you absolutely see them, and describe this because it technically kills you, and then you bounce back up with 1 hit point, right?
Oh,
So-
so
What does this
Not
look
only that,
like?
you're going 120 miles an hour.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what terminal
Yeah,
velocity
that's
is.
terminal velocity
Yeah,
of a
so you're
human.
going to slam into the ground, definitely cause damage to the ground itself. So yeah, just
Cartoon
describe this.
style,
Describe
leaving an
this.
imprint, Tommy shaped imprint.
Like a wily coyote.
Yeah, like a Wile E. Coyote.
So I'm gonna aim at them. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna activate my slow fall, like so it looks like I try. It does look like I somewhat slow down, but maybe only like 20 miles per hour. So you can just see me coming in instead of it being like, what's that speck coming? And then I hit the ground. I'm diving at the floor because I'm like, I'm a monk, I'm an elf, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a shoulder roll. So I'm diving head first into the ground.
Of course.
And it's gonna be in the sand, I guess.
That's a good
In front
idea.
of them. And when I hit the sand, it's just a giant cloud. And when I shoulder rolled, I did the thing where I hit my shoulder and then splat my whole ass, like my whole back on the floor. And then I quick. It's the second of like all the wind gets knocked out of you. I'm like, and I black out for like a hot second, and then
You literally
this-
die.
yeah,
For a
I don't know
second.
what it's called. It's just called Mastery of Death. I don't really know what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
A weird
orcs have the same kind of thing.
Right.
Like
It's like a weird gray aura. The sand, it poofs and then whips, like, instead of it going poofing up, it whips 90 degrees. And I wake back up and I go, oh shit, that was supposed to look cool. And I do a very clumsy, just somersault out of the puff of sand, and then land, and it looks like it hurts to like stand like this. No, I'm not dabbing.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
gonna say you land and you dab.
Dab.
That's what
No,
it
no, no.
looks like.
No, I land like in a superhero pose.
Dabbing,
and
yes.
it looks, yeah, and sure. And then I do it like I'm Batman. I go, I'm Batman.
Yeah. Batman, the original dabber.
Yep.
Yes.
Very true.
Amazing.
But then I make sure to cover like the bottom half of my face because there's just blood pouring out of it.
Your legs are also broken and you're just kind of hobbling, barely able to hold yourself up.
Well, I'm not standing. I did that somersault and I'm like kneeling and like my arm, I'm dabbing because one of the arms is on the
It's just
ground.
broken.
It's on the ground and and I'm like
Oh, this is amazing. So Jerry is standing here with the princess and the queen in front of you, and like all of the emperor's advisors. Well, not the queen, the empress, and all of the emperor's advisors, and they all just like are standing mouth agape, and Jerry's like, "God damn, Tommy, that was fucking amazing! I didn't know one of us monks could do some shit like that." And he comes up and slaps you on the back, and I'm sure you just like
I go unconscious. That was my last HP. I'm now doing death throws.
And as he slaps you on the back, he shoves a healing potion into your hand and is like, "Drink up, pal. That was amazing."
To force feed it to me because I am doing
Literally
death.
pour it down your throat.
And you get
1 HP.
you get, oh, if I can add, you get 13 HP.
More.
Enough that you're no longer bleeding profusely and your bones are no longer broken.
Love that.
I go, hey, you want to see my... I look at the princess, like, my eyes are completely bruised and, like, I can't focus. And I'm like, hey, you want to see my new horse? And I point up at the island
That
looks like
down.
it's being drifted.
Yeah, it's like slowly drifting down.
I'm like, I got a new horse.
And the island, Blizzard, you're able to control it and bring it into like a controlled descent and land it into the water there.
Yep.
just
Right, I
outside
wanna-
where everybody's at.
Yeah.
And you are able to exit, and you now have a flying island, and I don't know why I did this. What have I done?
All I know
I'm
is
gonna have
this
to
thing
come
is
up with
about to get
mechanics for a fucking flying
All I
island.
know is we're not fucking walking anywhere ever
yeah,
again.
never again. Who needs spells to
We're
teleport?
taking the island.
But we have no more stealth.
Don't make me
ever.
pull this
Yeah,
island
true.
around.
Zero
Well,
stuff.
I mean, it was disguised up top just by basically a constant fog cloud being cast, so you could absolutely rig
I
something
mean,
up to
yeah, because this
be.
is a magic amplifier. Like, I could throw something into it, and it will make it much better.
Uh-huh.
Avandra's like, what's that cloud doing moving towards me?
That massive cloud. And what's
Oh.
that sound of machinery? I feel like I made something like that once.
It's a motorized cloud.
Must be one of those newfangled motorized clouds.
Not by
Hey, did I make something new recently that could be a cloud?
Oh.
No, but you made something old.
Hey.
So yeah, you guys are now in front of the Empress. The Emperor and Empress reunite, and he just like runs up to her and starts crying and hugs her and tells her he's so sorry. He didn't he wasn't himself. He didn't know what happened. Blah blah blah. You know, all the sappy, adorable things. And then they kind of turn to you all and are like, "What now?"
Well, now I think we have to kill a goddess. Or
Yes,
maim.
That's right to me.
Yeah, that seems high on our list of priorities. I will say there's another problem that's happening. This is Jerry speaking, and he like looks over at the Emperor's like advisors and is
Mary,
like,
don't worry.
they're kind of involved with this, and they kind of look and they're just like, oh yeah, that.
What?
Jingle.
And Jerry just is like, so you see, well, some of my spies have been hanging out by the Clifford Channel, you know, the border between the Vilfea and Avela, you know, and there appears to be soldiers amassing on either side to start a war.
Again?
It's not ideal.
Yeah, and these guys are kind of behind it, and they all kind of like shake their heads and they're like, yeah, we were doing as the Emperor decreed, and this was one of his last decrees. It's too late. We can't pull it back. We can't rescind it. These things are supposed to start tomorrow.
I'm laying on the ground. I just put a thumbs down. I just like put shakily a thumbs down.
And Jerry kind of pipes in and he's like, yeah, no, yeah, it seems a little too late, and honestly, I don't know how many of the people on either side are in control of themselves. You see, the machine that you destroyed in Avandra's casino, I'm sure you saw the plans that they had for building more of them.
Oh, that map.
Yeah,
think.
so those all they were built already, just ready to go, waiting to go online, and they all went online.
Okay.
So there's people on both sides that are kind of being controlled by Avandra. She's kind of just
She wants to fight herself.
basically you know, in times of war are times when people pray to the goddess of luck for the hopes that she might grant them the luck to survive. So this is a way of her kind of getting more power by pitting these people against each other. Now, she's not controlling everyone that's part of it, but just enough key people to lead to this escalation. And he kind of thumbs over at the Emperor. That guy sure didn't help the last 20 years either.
Pretty useless.
Be nice. He was literally under
I'm
someone's.
just waiting for
He
someone.
was literally under like magical control, and you weren't. So obviously,
Yeah, but yeah, you know what? You're right. It's just frustrating. But I'm sure you guys have a plan that'll take care of this.
Well, I just recently came into some nice real estate. Um, so first things first, I would like some safety rails on this thing, just because I don't want people falling off it. And then I say, we just go destroy some machines. I can fly this puppy all over the place.
I'm gonna say we don't need rails. We'll let natural selection be our rails.
Roki, this is why you're not in control of the ship.
Roki, was natural selection supposed to take me out when I did that a minute ago?
Yes, Tommy.
Does that mean I win?
You beat the game. Congrats.
Yeah. I cheated death and I won natural selection.
Oh no, the next generation's screwed.
Oh
But
no.
I'll ask Jerry what that means later.
Please don't.
So as you guys are having this conversation, the goddess speaking stone begins to ring.
Okay,
Ooh,
someone else
who
pick it
wants
up.
to
I don't
talk?
want to talk to them.
I guess I'll answer. Hello, this is Captain Blizzard
Hello.
Claw speaking.
Hi, it's me. We are calling to just. I hope you. I mean, by this I assume you survived. What do you mean by captain?
I recently came into in possession of a floating island.
Oh, wonderful!
So
That's pretty amazing.
I just decreed myself as captain.
Ah, I see. So I was
Secret
thinking, in order to plan moving forward what we're going to do, it may be beneficial for everyone to just kind of meet here. And now that the teleportation field I see is down, we can just teleport all of you to our realm, and we can kind of discuss things and figure out what to do moving forward.
That's a good idea. I just have to find a good spot to park my ship and lock it up so no one steals it.
Oh, we can bring it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, everybody.
Wait,
I go. Hey, everybody.
wait.
Let's pile on the ship. We gotta go somewhere.
No, only the important. We're not taking everyone. Only the important people.
Oh, but what if they want to joyride?
So basically,
Okay.
the
one
Emperor...
lap around the castle, and then we gotta only take the important people. Okay, everybody.
I mean, you can. I will transport you right back to here when you're done, if you wish. Or we can
No,
just. Oh, you're saying before you come, you do it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, just one quick lap.
How long will you need? I can give you a few minutes before I transport it. How long do you need?
I haven't pushed this thing to its limit yet, so we're about to find out.
Yeah,
Of
how
course,
fast
of
is
course.
this island, DM?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Someone who thought about this before
How
I
many-
I fixed
definitely
it.
thought about this beforehand.
How many feet per
Absolutely.
round? And
Let
I'm
me look
looking at
something
the
up.
map right now of how big the island in the castle island is. Is that how big our island is?
No, this is smaller. Yours is the size of a football field.
Football field,
It's not
yeah.
very big. It was.
I was gonna
basically
say,
just covering
holy.
the
It's
castle.
big enough that we could put an army on it, and maybe a
Yes.
couple houses, but not.
But if an
Yes.
army gets too close to those machines, do they get overpowered by the machine? That is one of my worries.
What
is that
if?
there's we
I-
take so many people and all of a sudden they all just start fighting each other.
Well, that could be a possibility, but I should also install an anti-magic field on this bad boy, just as like a shielding, capability. That'd be a
Your own anti-magic field.
yeah.
Ooh. Can we bring the princess to can while Blizzard's on the phone with
You
the
can
gods?
go about 5 miles an hour.
You fucker.
That's not fast.
I looked it up. That's the average speed of a ship.
That's a sail ship that uses
That's
That's
wind.
sail.
I'm
Also,
at airplane speed.
yeah,
Here, what?
Or at
It's
least like,
Zeppelin. It's like Zeppelin speed.
hey,
so you're saying I'm faster than it.
Yes, absolutely.
makes sense.
You're using the Murphy D&D court precedent, and I don't appreciate it.
No, it's
Yeah.
still no. Okay, so
No.
it's what did I say it was? It was like
5.
5 miles per hour.
Yeah. It's 5 miles per hour, but you're miles above. So you're actually moving further than that based on physics.
Seems
So,
like
so
some
what,
shady
what
DM
what type
logic.
of ship were you basing this off of? Were you basing this off of a tanker?
No, it was somebody's homebrew flying ship.
Well,
Miles per this
What
whoever's
did yours
homebrewed that
say
is.
per round? What did the one you find say per round? I cannot find one that says anything
don't know.
per round.
I'm
Well,
not really
isn't
finding
like a
anything.
ship when they have combat in NADPOD, don't they say a ship is like 60 feet, and then when they do a dash, it's 120.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Wow, why are all these ships are so
Ooh,
slow? On
sailing
D&D?
ship D&D Beyond. Let's see what they
A
have.
sailing ship is 2 miles per hour.
Yeah, 5 miles per hour or 120 miles per day is the
How
average.
fast was Orville and Wilbur's plane?
That's a good question, because that is the
Speed
difference.
of
Like
the
Wanna
these
know how
ships
fast they hit it.
require
Airplane.
wind, and they're
You're
moving
running
underwater.
on magic.
Yeah,
But and water creates friction. Like you're
Okay, theirs
we're
was about
frictionless.
theirs was about 30 miles an hour.
So let's settle for at least an even 15 to 20
I'll
miles
say
an
50,
hour.
I'll say 15 miles an hour.
Because a normal like tanker
This-
ship
keep
that
in
travels
mind,
through
this
the
thing
ocean
is
goes about 20.
huge. This thing is huge.
Well, yeah, that's why I was comparing it to like a
Viking
big
speed.
old tanker that goes across the ocean and stuff like that, and those go about 20 miles an hour. So I'd say that's fair.
Now that we figured that out, you take like 45 minutes to make it around the castle.
Millions of people die, and then
Yeah. No, and then you hear a call and she's like, are you ready? We can all work together and we can get the ship the island with all of you aboard to come.
Aye. Take us away.
Alrighty. Be ready. 3, 2, 1. You might get some vertigo. And you guys appear in
Come on up, buddy.
Pelora's realm where the rest of the goddesses have been staying.
You're a boy.
Being lazy, not helping.
They hop onto the ship with you and are like, okay, so we have been listening to everything that's been going on with you because we can follow you pretty well. So we think we may have some ways to assist you through these things without
Close your eyes.
directly involving ourselves.
Okay.
So that we don't break the rules.
Whose rules?
The
again?
lay people
Wouldn't want
right
to break
now
a rule.
with looking at these gods.
Oh, what?
How are all the lay people right now looking at these
they're
gods?
all like, Jerry's known Tiamat for like a long time, so he's like, "What up?" And but the Emperor and the leader of the magic users that you guys had recruited are both like open mouth, like, holy shit.
Take the princess and have her. I'm gonna hold her hand and then go have her and Pelora hold hands.
And Pelora looks down and she's like, I don't know who you are, but do you want to be best friends? And she's like, do you have horses? And Pelora's like, I can do one better. And she turns into like this beautiful Andalusian unicorn. And the little girl just like loses her fucking mind.
Hopefully that helps with the fact that she just lost 3 people that she thought were her friends.
Yep. She won't remember us in a minute.
Absolutely not.
Yep.
Her day is filled with beautiful unicorns that are goddesses. So Pelora is off amusing Bee and hanging out with the Emperor's mother. And the rest of you kind of gather around. Tiamat snaps her fingers and like makes a table and chairs appear. It's a nice big round table so you can all kind of talk and have a discussion over how to address this situation. And she's like, so I guess first I'd like to hear your thoughts on what you may be able to do and what's your plan. I mean, obviously Avandra's much weaker now. She's much, much weaker. She has her amplifiers going, but those are simply to control other people. She can't use them to directly empower herself yet. So, we have options to take her out.
Well, all I know is my Steel Defender now has an eye patch, because I'm playing this up as much as I can. As you guys can tell, it's gorgeous. But how many people can we reach and how quick? Like I'm talking like we can I'd love to use our ship to get places, but we might be only able to hit up like one or two of these places. I don't know how many they are, and I don't know who we can reach in time.
I don't know that you necessarily need to take down the machines at this point, as they are adding to Avandra's power. I think if you take out Avandra, they will be losing their supplier of energy.
So here's the thing.
Just a measly got us take down.
I just got a new ship. I don't want to die. Just laying that on the table before we
And
get...
she kind of looks at you and is like, I think we can make it so that you shouldn't die, ideally.
What are you doing?
Also,
What's the percentage chance on that?
The percent chance is kind of dependent on a roll of the dice, as is most parts of your lives. But
So,
it's pretty
that's
good.
exactly what Avandra said to us earlier.
Yeah, it's wild how much Avandra plays into everyone's lives all the time.
mm-hmm. So
It's a little bit exhausting.
do you guys have like a? First off, are we trying to outright murder your sister?
No,
Is that what you
no,
want?
no.
I just
no,
want to
no.
make
The
sure we're on
crown
the same
on her,
page.
aren't we?
The crown you have, we fixed it so that you can apply it to her, and it will do what it's supposed to and reset her. Basically, this is what our parents intended. If ever any one of us were to get it. So, I mean, if you want to murder her, and as if Ayun goes to speak, Tiamat just looks at her and is like, shakes her head, and Ayun's like, I guess you shouldn't murder her, but like,
Mm-hmm.
Down, buddy. You're okay.
If you have to, wink, wink.
if things happen, I'm not going to say you shouldn't.
I open a book and go, oh, I get it. You like the I'm like, oh, here's this book back, and when she it just falls and says, wink twice if you want us to murder your sister.
And she's just like, yes. I mean, no, murder is never a good idea. And Tiamat is just like, oh my god, okay. So she's still our sister. I know she almost killed you. That's problematic. We'll address it. But like, I feel like if we just reset her, she can have her own life again and be normal, and we can maybe include her in more things and make her less bitter in the future.
Uh-huh. And you guys are gonna be good at keeping an eye on that this time, right?
I mean,
Right.
we'll do our best. We will
Right?
take care of it. We will take care. And Polaris just like, yeah, we'll be best friends again.
She's still a fucking unicorn.
Yeah, she is. She absolutely is.
B is on top of her, holding
Yes.
frosting and riding another unicorn.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So, quick, before we get to that, we have to figure out where she is.
Oh no, we know where she is.
She's in. Is she in Potfar?
She's in.
Potfar?
She is in. The entrance to her realm is in Potfar. We can't give you the exact location, but we can transport you to Potfar, and you should be able to find it with the flute.
Yeah,
the only thing is, obviously, the war that's about to break out. We may need your help with that as well.
As in...
Being goddesses, you need a lot of help from mortals.
Before or
Yeah,
after?
we seem stronger than you guys. It's kind of
So
weird
I was
here.
I don't think I'm the goddess.
So our goal here is to not make you gods, but make you essentially demigods, in that each one of us, you will each get to pick one of us, and we will imbue you with our power. And you will be able to astral project yourself onto the battlefield as well as fight Tiamat at the same time.
Except that will be a god.
Now this power will be temporary, and it will be incredibly strong, and it may have some strange side effects.
You had me
But-
at
Hands are going to be obliterated.
You know, it's all we can do really, since we can't directly do anything contrary and involved in this world, but we can work through you, our worshippers and our supporters.
You know what I find interesting though? You keep on saying you guys can't interfere, yet it seems as if one of your sisters has been interfering for a while, and there's nothing happened. Just saying.
Yes, she's breaking the rules. That's why all of this is in the place. So if we go to her level, we make it worse. You see what
Because
I
then
mean?
everyone's just fighting. Because then it would be
Exactly.
real reasons for people to be fighting.
Do you really want god level wars occurring on your planet? Because that, I mean, we can do that. We
I
can
thought
make
you guys
that
could
happen.
settle that in like your own realm. I was hoping.
Oh no.
Wait.
Our realm, we don't have a single realm. We have our little recharge locations, but that is it. Your
Okay.
world was created by us and built by us. Your world is our realm.
Okay, well.
So I mean, if you want it to explode because of, goddesses getting into a fight, we can absolutely do that.
I'll take the powers for 20.
Yeah.
You got it.
Hours, please.
Idea. How about we send people we trust, so the monks, the mages, maybe the emperor can send his own people, because he said some of them aren't controlled by the amplifiers. They are just doing it because the emperor said.
Yes,
and they're like conscripts. If we send them all, and you can astral project drive your island to the channel, and so the island and all of them go to the channel, and then us three are just tell the goddess to drop us off at Potfar.
I like it.
Yeah. And then we just need to trust that the emperor brings back our ride.
That's true.
Yes.
I trust that the princess would make sure that would happen. And maybe the empress, because she seems pretty no shit.
Yep. Because I don't have any insurance on this thing yet, so I mean, if it gets stolen, I got nothing.
Yeah, it's
yes.
just the ride.
We can absolutely make sure that this is ready for you, given all of the problems I've caused. Though inadvertently, we will make sure that everything you need done is done.
Talking right now.
That was the emperor.
Just perfect.
Okay. Sorry.
Just trying to make up for last time.
Well,
So that would fix some of the problems. That would fix a bit of the war. Maybe let's say 20% of the people stop fighting. 20 to 50, I'll be generous. And then the other 50,
We can send some mages to go start dismantling. Who the fuck is talking? This is Tiamat. We could maybe send some of the mages to go start dismantling some of the machines and decreasing Avandra's control over the people.
Be super cool.
that could work.
and
And
then
Jerry
maybe
pipes in and it's like, oh yeah, no members in the monastery. We can take care of that. Absolutely.
so those you two can do. We'll drop you off by Galatia or Galatica, sorry. We'll drop you off there. And then the emperor will take the island ship with his high rank people to sack the conscripts, I guess.
Of course.
And there's a good, let's just say 50 to 80%. And then we'll fight the god. And also, I don't know, do we have to also fight the people that are fighting in that? because you said you'll astral project us.
I figured you would be in more of a leadership
Oh, okay.
position.
Okay,
How it's
cool.
gonna work mechanically is you guys are each gonna be in control of a certain number of people and be able to like just determine where they're gonna go and stuff and how it's and who's gonna do what.
They drop us off on the Avela side. I'm sure there's people like we kind of know on that side, so we
Oh,
could.
absolutely.
We should go talk to the tree people.
Oh yeah, the tree people. I'll deal with the tree people. You deal with the cat people, and then Roki will deal with all the gardeners.
Sounds great.
Seems like a plan. So now that we have this, in order for us to grant you our powers, obviously, you have to first determine which of you would like powers from which of us. And then we have to do a kind of ceremony, and then you all will have one night to prepare yourselves for the future. I mean, you can do whatever. You honestly, you might die. So like, uh, uh,
Your will.
yeah, do whatever you might want to organize or do before you might die. This is a good night for that, probably.
That's fair.
What's the dumb one's name again?
What's the dumb one's name?
Pelora.
Pelora.
Okay. Roki just screams, not Flora.
I also screamed out Pelora. That was what I've been. I think it should be Blizzard because it's Blizzard's god.
It is Blizzard's
Technically,
goddess.
Blizzard.
yeah. I guess.
She runs over as a unicorn and licks you.
Roki's repulsed by everything she does.
Pat, pat, pat.
Even though I love like, frosting.
Oh.
I love Pelora, but I don't trust her not to accidentally just dismantle my mind by giving me her god power.
That's true.
Whoopsie!
Well, my mind's good enough that if it gets dismantled, I'll at least have something left.
Right, you're the smartest one out of us. So. Do you have any preference, Roki? Do you for either Tiamat or Ayun? Ayun's the bookie knowledge one, and Tiamat's wealth.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that tracks based on what I've seen from you
brand.
and your unicorn. It's on brand. And Ayun is like, yes, I get the one who can't read. This is
No, I can't. And then I whip around, and I'm like, I can't read now.
and you hold up
read
your
a-
like grade 4 level reading.
Wait,
level
didn't
book.
I do a scroll of reading comprehension or something?
No, but
Oh,
you couldn't
shit.
read it at that time.
Yeah,
we
I
tore
thought
it
you
up.
couldn't read it at
Read
that
this
time.
scroll.
Right?
Because it was
Here,
you
I'll
and somebody
quick
else
do
who
it.
couldn't
I'll
read.
be like,
It's like a poor design. You have to be able to read the scroll.
Yes, exactly.
I slap my hand over Ayun's mouth so she doesn't say what I think I know she's gonna say and go, Blizzard, read me the scroll.
I'll take out the torn in like 4 pieces scroll and try to put it back together.
Give me a sleight of hand, please.
Let's see here. What is my sleight of hand? That'll be a 22.
Yeah, you're able to get it back together.
Awesome.
Coach Tommy, now you've got to read this. This is your final test.
Okay, do I read it?
And it literally just says, "Congratulations, you learned how to read this scroll."
Yeah. And I take my hand off Ayun's mouth and I go, you've granted me knowledge.
She just like rolls her eyes and smiles. So each of you are gonna be pulled aside by the goddesses. So Roki, we'll start with you. Tiamat pulls you and Frosting off to the side and kind of begins talking with you. She's like, okay, so in order for this to work, you have to truly be a devout follower of myself. So what makes you tick? What makes you want to support a goddess of prosperity and wealth.
Just love wealth. It's really nice to be rich. Frosting loves gambling. That requires wealth to make more wealth.
Okay, is there anything deeper than that?
Rookie's like visibly, her face is in pain. She's like,
Didn't you join us because you wanted to like get a book or something? Possessions can be like wealth, can't it?
Yeah, possessions are wealth. I love possessions too.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to work with this. So wealth and possessions. And she kind of looks to you and she takes your hands and she places a gold coin in each hand. And
Close my
then
hand around them. And you open
she
it back
shakes
up.
her hand and
No,
opens
no, no.
them back up and puts her hand over top of the gold coin on top of your hands. And the coins begin to glow. And as they glow, you don't feel the pain, but you feel the coin moving into your skin,
Oh,
and being absorbed within you. And as this happens, it almost feel your skin begins to shimmer, with a kind of metallic look to it, and you feel an immense power course through you, and a golden light begins to just shimmer around you as she pours her power into you, and you are now a level 20 sorcerer.
okay.
Okay,
So,
we get to be OP.
very cool.
Uh,
Very cool.
She turns to you and is like, now these effects will only last for a day, and we are not entirely certain if there will be side effects and what they will be. But oh, I'm doing the wrong voice. We're not entirely certain of the side effects and what they could be, but so it's important that you approach this carefully and with self-control, because we don't want to see the world ending.
My middle name is Self Control. They call me Roki Self Control. Don't worry about it.
I really don't believe you, but I honestly we're desperate at this point, so I'll just take what I can get. Um
I
if you
start
need
whispering something to Frosting, and she's like,
of course, of course. And we're gonna transition over to Tommy. Tommy, you and Ayun are off on another side, and she kind of turns to you and is like, you know, Tommy, I've given you a lot of crap since I met you. But honestly, you are one of the smartest in the group. Simply because you have shown so much growth and so much dedication to expanding your mind into building yourself into a next level person. So, what is what is it you feel connects you to me as a goddess?
Well, first when she says she thinks that I'm actually the smartest person, I hold both hands behind my back and flip off Blizzard and Roki.
I love it.
And then I go, well, I really like the tree people. Well, actually, I'm afraid of the tree people, but because I've learned, I know the tree people aren't scary. And I'm pretty sure they're not trees and they look more like snakes.
Again, this just shows your immense growth. You have they are in fact snake people, not trees. You are correct there, and uh they have been my devout followers for years. And she like reaches into a pouch and takes out two snake scales and
Oh no.
places them on
Snake
your
scales.
hands, and places her hands on your hands. And you begin to feel this magic coursing through these. And as they do, you feel stronger than ever before. You see this purple energy begin to fly into you through these scales, and on your hands as they absorb these scales, you begin to develop some patternings of scales along your arms. Um,
Am I evolving into my next Pokemon form?
we are augmenting you. And Tommy, as you feel this course through you, you are now a level 20 monk.
Surprise.
Woo.
Surprise, surprise. And she locks eyes with you and is like, I know you will use this in a safe way, and I must have you know that um we don't know exactly we know for sure this lasts a day, don't know the side effects, don't know potentially what happens at the end, or what will happen in the future, but I hope that everything you have learned, everything you have done over the year, well, oh god, it's only been a few months, this is insane, um over this time will benefit you in the coming battle, and that you will be able to use your skills and become the leader you were born to be.
Um, says, I know you'll use this wisely. I have a brief flashback of when I just died a minute ago because I thought it'd be cool to land in the sand. And I don't say but I'm smart enough and use knowledge to not say anything.
He's now doesn't say it. Amazing.
Oh, and then we go to Blizzard. Blizzard. Pelora takes you aside. She comes out of unicorn form, um, and looks at you and is like, you know, your family has been connected with me for generations, and I've greatly appreciated everything you guys do. Cause you just really you show such devotion, even when I went fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
You guys, you were still there, still trucking along, trying to.
Loyal followers.
You were just the most. Your loyalty knows no bounds, and I think that deserves to be rewarded. So, I mean, what do you feel connects you to me?
I mean, obviously, it's been my tribe, my clan's thing forever. I mean, I've loved the wilds ever since I was a wee little lad. We always went adventuring in them. I myself have lived in there for multiple years when I was hiding away. Trying to not let people know that we're cursed. I just feel like
Yeah,
my-
again, really sorry that I cursed you all. It was
Yeah.
not intentional. I really do love you. I appreciate your loyalty, despite the fact that I cursed you all to essentially be pariah wherever you
See,
go.
and that's the other thing. I am still here, working with you, even though you screwed over all of our lives. So I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good connection there.
Yeah, and your connection. I know you've kind of advanced and you've taken a lot of my sister's intelligence and focus as well, but you still have that rugged wildness in you, in that's ice. Ice. Yeah, that's the thing I think that connects us the most. And so she takes 2 ice cubes and places them in your hands, and then places her hands over top of the ice cubes.
And they
Do you
slowly
feel
melt.
them sinking?
Yeah, and they begin to melt, and nothing happens. And she's like, "Okay, maybe I need to rethink this. This is how they said my sister said I was supposed to do this. Hold on, let me try again. It's not just the ice. I have to actually put the magic into. Hold on, let me try again." And she
Can we
gets
hear
more
and
ice
see
cubes.
this?
No, only
Okay.
Blizzard is here for this. So she grabs 2 more ice cubes and places them on your hand. And then you begin to see that green magic, that comforting magic that has been with you for so long and that your mother embodied and your mother's mother embodied, that has been such a tight-knit part of your clan for literally since the creation of this world, um, course into you, and it just feels warm and like home. Um, and this green magic swirls around you, and you're now level 20, whatever you want. Because honestly, I don't know how many you want to take or
Y'all
what.
split it up.
So you're good to do whatever. But you are now level 20. And as you guys all kind of step back from the goddesses and look at each other and meet your eyes, you see glowing auras around each of you. So what would you like to do with your final night?
Sleep.
Bonfire can a level 20 make?
Oh, you can make the most bomb ass bonfire. So you guys stay on your floating island, and the goddesses transport you back to, or will transport you to wherever you want to go. Um to spend your final night before things get real. Um and you're able to stay on your island and float above. I mean, where would you want to go?
What's a pretty place? Somewhere pretty.
Somewhere pretty and relaxing, preferably with like a little river.
Do you want to go back towards like the Liverden Wilds and the lake, Longworth Lake,
That'd be pretty.
Yeah. Some
we can
nice
be like
spot to
over
camp
it
out.
and not think about the army that's on the other side of the forest?
Yes.
Yep. That seems like a
So
great idea.
she transports you back to the mountains, and you begin to glide along the border between the mountains and the Liverden Wilds. And as things go on, you see the bayou and you cross over Landworth Lake. All these places that have had such an enormous part in developing you as characters and as people in this world in the last months. It seems wild exactly how much you guys have accomplished and how much you have done in such a short time. And as you kind of go over these places, you're able to reminisce and see, these are the spots where you lost each other and you found each other, and you found this amazing group of talented people. You've saved goddesses. You've impacted the lives of not only everyday people, but those thousands of people who will never know the effect you've had. And I think we will end tonight with you all enjoying yourselves, sitting by the fire, and reminiscing over everything that's happened.
I'll just leave a letter to
Persona?
my mother and sister saying, "Hey, I might end up dying, but if I do, write the emperor and tell him to send my new ship over to you guys. It's pretty great. It's pretty big. Have fun with it if I'm not there."
Extra large. If I'm there, no one touch it.
And you send that letter off. The goddesses help you facilitate getting that letter to where it needs to be.
Anybody else got something fun?
Anybody else?
I
Roki,
give. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna send a letter to my I think I had a dad and brothers.
Yes, you do have a dad and brother.
I'm gonna send it to them so they know that I'm alive right now. Maybe not tomorrow. Talk to them later.
And this is all in like shorthand, like it's like TTYL. Might
Yep,
die
just
tomorrow.
all really short and
Might die 2, as in the number 2 tomorrow. Love, heart you.
Alright, you Roki and a flame.
That gets sent off to your family as well.
Tommy looks over to Roki and goes, "You have siblings and a dad?" We didn't fucking know this.
I said family. Yeah,
We
no,
just.
before you ask.
What the fuck? You told us you were a gardener, and that's the only fucking thing we knew about you this whole
only
goddamn
fact.
time.
The only fact was a lie.
Oh,
Oh.
How
we.
awkward for you.
What? Wow, we're bad friends.
We are horrible friends.
The only reason we know Blizzard's family is because they were part of the plot.
Yep,
Indeed.
that's true.
Whoops.
Sorry, Deke. Sorry, Deke. You're okay. You're okay. Sorry. Tommy's gonna write to the princess and tell her that we'll visit again soon if we don't die, and that if I do die, she can have my cloak because I don't really have
Aw.
much.
My one belonging.
Yeah, they only belong, and I think that's the only belongings I have. Honestly,
You have a Bic lighter.
I can't give a child a Bic lighter. The lighter will go to Jerry.
There you go.
The cloak goes to the princess. The lighter goes to Jerry, and I want to make it so was I the only monk that didn't read because I was just real stupid, or
It was more, it was a joke that went too far. Like somebody
yeah.
like teased you and was like, yeah, no, monks don't read. We're too tough for that. And then you just took that to be real.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then I tell Jerry that I want to make a library at the monastery because I don't know there is already a library there.
There is. There absolutely is already a library. And he looks at you and it's like, yeah, Tommy, we can totally make that happen.
We'll do it.
Make sure there's a library there in your name.
Okay, thank you. Even if I live, it's important that people read.
Yes,
Even
it is
if you're a
very
monk.
It's very important that people read, and I'm honestly really depressed that you didn't know that before now. I'm gonna make sure I might need to contact the monasteries and make sure there's none others falling through the cracks here, thinking that we don't need to know how to read.
Oh, I thought you meant that the library fell through the cracks. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. We'll take care of it.
Because obviously that must be the reason why we can't read, right?
Yeah,
there's no library.
yeah, of course, Tommy. Yes, exactly.
Of course. Sweet, sweet Tommy.
Oh, Tommy, we love Tommy.
I definitely need the cloak for because it gives me like advantage on all stealth. But I'll give Jerry the Bic later right now.
He takes it and looks at you and wraps you up in a huge hug. And he's like, Tommy, despite all of our struggles and our times apart, and us kind of kicking you out briefly, and then you coming back stronger than ever, proving us all wrong. You're a pretty good kid.
I got kicked out.
Well, it was more you chose to go on an adventure, a side quest that we created, and you know what? No, you didn't get kicked out. You did an adventure for us. You worked really hard, and we appreciate it. We definitely expected you to return.
Did I ever give him those pieces of tractor gears? Do you remember that?
Yeah, from our first session.
I dismantled shit because I was like, this is gonna help ruin this continent. I'm gonna give him those and be like, the side quest is finished.
He looks at them and just a single tear rolls down his eye, and he's like, I'm so proud of you. You've done so much work for us. You've honestly been amazing. Way better than we all expected, to be honest. We weren't expecting much, and you're helping take down a god.
Expectations were so low.
And you just smashed all of our expectations.
Yay!
And he just like hugs you like while ugly crying.
Um, I think someone should. I think they should send you back home for the night. I think you
Yeah,
need
yeah, I may need
some
to go back
rest.
to the monastery for a little bit and,
Yeah.
chat with the monks and get things set up.
Yeah, don't. I give him 2 pats because I'm intellectually poor still. My wisdom is high, my intellect is low. So my emotional intelligence is low, and I just give him 2 pats, and then I snap back at the gods, and then they snap him away.
Yes, yes, of course.
Beautiful.
Um,
On a plus note, on this, I'm doing some magical tinkering here. I just made myself a nice amulet that raised my constitution to 19, so
what the?
no
The
longer in the
amulet of
negatives.
health.
Yup.
Amulet of health, baby.
I'm no longer squishy.
Well, add squishy.
Yeah, that's true.